audience. I'm so excited that we're back. Happy winter. It's been a really long time, but we are officially back for one final episode, a little winter special, a holiday special, as I believe Doctor Who is not having a Christmas episode of this year. So
Unfortunately, yeah.
we'll do it ourselves.
You
I
get us.
am so jazzed to be back. I am Dylan or Super Dylan anywhere on the internet. Please use she, he, or they pronouns for me. Use them all, they're all appropriate. And I will be GMing this game of Doctor Who in the Doctor Who RPG. But we are joined by some wonderful other doctors who I would love to introduce to you. Can we start? I'm going to go to Drac the Doctor.
Yes, hi, I'm Jack or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. It's DRAKONIQES. I use he, they pronouns, and so does the Doctor that I'm playing. He also uses he, they. I'm very excited. I'm very excited, not just to play with everyone, but also for our special guest. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to throw it over to EJ.
Hi everyone, I'm EJ. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at Several Big Eggs, and I'm very excited to be playing Dr. Ernest Howe again tonight. My little, what was the word I just learned? Scrunkly boy. My little scrunkly boy. So, close enough. Looking forward to this. All right, I don't know the order. I'm gonna point to DK.
That's me. Hi, hello. I'm DK or at Avadarlings on Twitter. Today I will be playing Dr. Siddeley Ware, and I'm so excited to be playing my little southern weirdo again. I'm glad to be back. I am going to throw it to Jay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jay or Nala. I use both names. My pronouns are they, them, and I am on Twitter at NalaWoo and at NalaDraws for art. On every other social media, I'm also at NalaDraws. And today, I am, like everyone else, so excited to be playing Dr. Lucretia Wen. And I would like to throw it to our guest. Wait, this way?
Wherever
yes,
I
this
am.
way. Right there! Who are you?
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My cheeks hurt from smiling so much. I am Katrina. You can call me Kat. You can find me over on social media as Katrina Alicia. KatrinaAlysha. And my character today is Agnes Epidemia, and she will be joining everybody for today's little doctor adventure. And that's that. Oh, and I'd love for you to use they, them pronouns for me. Thank you.
Perfect. And for Agnes?
Agnes is she, her.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
I forgot pronouns for myself and for Siddeley because I don't have a gender, so I forget that counts.
Yeah,
and
great.
Any of them. Any of them are fine, and Siddeley uses she.
Amazing.
Oh, great. Got it. Okay.
And
Perfect.
Lou uses she, they. I forgot to say that as well.
Yes. Okay. Great. All right. Well, to space and time we go. Since our last little vacation through space, you, and by you I mean the doctors, Dr. Lucretia Wen, Dr. Siddeley Ware, Dr. Ernest Howe, and the Doctor, you have had some time a-traveling together. You saw the ominous storm clouds between the stars of Osidious the Emphatic. You rode the crystal waves on the fourth moon of Shiloh's 10. You saw the rainbow space between the rings of debris encircling Gersem. And finally, went sunbathing on the viewing deck of the fourth dying star in an ancient system. Or maybe sometimes some of you did those things and some of you watched. But you were there. You saw it. It was spectacular and overwhelming. But it was around the fourth hour, resting in the protective heat of the dying star, that you realized you haven't seen winter in a while. Which maybe made some of you realize that had you stayed on Earth, the holidays would be coming up. So, after a talk with the doctor, it was agreed that you would go home, visit Earth, and spend some time catching up and feeling your feet firmly on the ground again for the winter holiday season. Agnes, it started about a month, 2 months ago. You sat every night in your living room. The window that looks out over your yard just so happens to line up with the window of the bedroom of the couple across the street. You, at the end of each night, get ready for what would be bedtime, but instead you sit and you watch because it's just been so strange. It started about the time that this latest sports season came up. About the time of the game, her husband leaves the house, shuts the door, and walks out down the street to the pub where everybody is watching the game. Usual stuff. She does not go with him. And then a few minutes later, the door opens and shuts. Nothing seems to open it. Nothing seems to enter or leave. And you don't seem to see anybody walk in through the foyer. But each night you watch to try to catch a glimpse of what is entering or leaving that house without being detected. And you look closer and closer. One night, she doesn't draw the curtain as usual. And you see the door open and you see the door shut. And when you look back, you have binoculars, I am certain you do. Yes. Mm-hmm. When you take a closer look with your binoculars, you scan across the open windows this time, and you see in just the cracked door of the closet, a hand, limp, fall out of the closet door. It has the same sort of pinkish white skin color as hers, the same painted nails, and it looks unmoving. What would you like to do, Agnes?
Oh my god. I should probably call someone, but I could just go take a peek real quick. I could maybe go take a quick peek. Maybe go knock on the door. Offer some conversation. Maybe I'll bring over a late night snack. I have some cookies. I'll bring over some cookies.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over there.
You head over across the street to your neighbor's house. Do you knock on the front door?
Yeah.
Yeah. You knock on the front door. There's no response. No answer. For quite a while.
Okay, well I knocked, so I'm just gonna go take a quick little peek and see if maybe they just don't know I'm here.
You're gonna try the handle?
Oh no, I'm gonna go peek through the window.
You're gonna peek through the window. Okay. Upon the closer inspection of this window, the house looks very tidy. You see some bits of carpet seem torn up, almost like they have a cat, but you see no signs of a cat, no signs of any animals at all. And when you get to the window where that closet is visible, it is certainly her hand that is laying there. You know it is.
Well, yeah, she wears the same nail polish every day.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I don't know. Maybe the door's unlocked. I don't know. Maybe that's too far. Maybe I'll check. If it's unlocked, I'll just peek in and see if she's okay. I'm gonna check to see if the door's unlocked.
The door is not unlocked.
I tiptoe around back. I leave the cookies on the front step though. I'll just leave those
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, those can stay. But I'm gonna just.
I need to
I'm gonna
know,
tiptoe.
what kind of cookies are these?
Yeah, what kind of cookies are they?
They're white chocolate macadamia nut.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you gotta spice it up. Can't just do like a regular chocolate chip cookie. I'm really trying to become, because currently I'm the self-appointed neighborhood watch, but I really love the whole neighborhood to actually assign me as the neighborhood watch. That's like the end goal. But for
Okay.
now, it's fine as self-appointed. So I'm gonna leave the cookies there, and I'm gonna make my way around back.
Okay. You start making your way around back, and we will go back to the doctor and the doctors. The
That's a
the
band name.
TARDIS comes to that nice screeching halt in the evening on a very brisk New England winter night. And we are in Lucretia's old neighborhood.
Okay, I think we've landed. This is the right place, right? This is New
Yes.
England. Okay.
Yes.
Give me a sec. It's actually pretty cold. Does everyone have a jacket, or we can just go to the wardrobe really quickly? I can grab some jackets for everyone. It's not like we're sunbathing on the surface of a planet next to a dying star. I don't think I've dressed for this occasion.
I could use something warmer.
Me too.
Okay, any colors preferences, or should I just surprise you?
Ooh, surprise sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprises are usually good.
I think
about you?
Lou was full ready to just walk out because I think like having grown up here, they're used to the cold and
Yeah.
like it's only gonna be a couple seconds till we're inside the house. But no, sure. And I think like Lou had opened the door to the TARDIS, and then after everyone was like, "No, we want coats," they close it, and they just turn around and they're like, "Surprise me."
Okay, and I dip away. Go down the stairs into a hallway, and you hear my footsteps disappear for a bit. And I think probably take like 5-10 minutes. I'm probably in there for a bit where you're like, is he okay? Is he good? But,
While you're trying on outfits, the TARDIS is giving you nonverbal feedback on those coats, like
it's
just
okay.
like
Flash once for yes.
yeah, just like
Twice for no.
red and oranges for
I'm like,
bad.
Okay, you don't have
Like,
to be mean about it. God, okay. Eventually come out with jackets. I definitely chose like my original picks were probably god awful, like ridiculous colors that don't match at all. But then thanks to the TARDIS's gentle bullying, he came with much more stylish and actually coats that actually fit what everyone was wearing already. I just hand them over to everyone. And go, here you go. I'll be entirely honest. This is all the TARDIS is doing. So if you don't like it, you know who to blame.
the TARDIS screen turns on, and it has one of those old-fashioned like talk show signs that says clap and is blinking. Applause.
TARDIS.
Yeah.
All right, right this way. And
Yeah.
Lou will open the door again and will walk probably just across the street to their family home, the house that Lucretia grew up in. I think it is a modest colonial style house with the 2 stories, the like nice front door with a couple steps leading up to it, and the garage on the side. The lawn is kept maintained. Is there snow, Dylan?
Yes, there is. Snow.
Yes, there is snow. And Lou does that thing where you get to the front door and it's cold, and she's digging around in her purse for the keys. And I think it takes a couple seconds, but it is cold outside, and Lou gets the key in the hole and opens the door. And immediately upon walking in, I think the house, the heat is kept on like really low until like people are in there. Lou doesn't live here year round. And I think they rent it out on like Airbnb or whatever. But who's going to upstate New York these days? Like, I don't know, to the suburbs. But as soon as they get in, they turn the heat up a bit to a nice 66 degrees. They turn the heat up. You know,
Goodness.
Very specific.
You know.
I like it.
yeah, cozy. And they welcome everyone in, and they take their shoes off.
Oh, good. I was gonna ask. Ernie unlaces his big boots, his big snow boots.
I unlace my shoes. The rainbow lace is still on, and kick the shoes.
We all
off.
have rainbow laces.
Yeah. And I guess for anyone just joining us, and also for Kat, do you want to give like a description of what characters look like?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Agnes. She's definitely shorter. She's like 5 foot. What did I say? I think like 5'4", somewhere around there. She's like 5'4". Her hair's long, but you never see it down. It's always up. It's always up in like this big messy bun on top of her head. She wears a lot of camouflage.
Oh.
She thinks that it helps her be sneaky.
What
And
it's for.
sometimes it's like a pink camouflage and stuff like that. So like it's really useless, but she thinks that it helps. So you know, we let her have it. And that's about it.
I think as you all walk into the house, the landing, there's like the classic stairs that go up to the second floor immediately as you walk in, and there's like a living room off to the side and like another like dining room off to the other side, but there's like a hallway leading into the kitchen in the back. And as we walk through the hallway, I think there's family portraits of baby Lou, and their family throughout the years. There's a portrait of their parents, family, lots of family pictures. Lou has both their parents and a younger brother and themselves. And Lou now is almost 50 years old, and in the pictures they were always very, very smiley. more smiles in these family pictures than I think is usual now. And Lou is short, 5'2", older Chinese femme, with gray streaks in her hair, and a like half moon scar over their eyebrow. And Lou will welcome you all in and have you all sit down wherever you like, and Lou's probably gonna start making some food or something.
As we walk by those, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
As we walk by those family portraits, Ernie is absolutely like elbowing Sita and like pointing and like laughing and like snickering at the little Lou.
Sid is
Like,
absolutely just
just
kind of
peeks a
shoving
little
his hand
bit.
down.
there's like Lou playing like a violin that's way too big for her, and Lou doing this, and
So
Lou and her
small.
brother both holding fish up, like having gone fishing, and there's a picture of them all camping together as a family. Typical
as
suburban family things.
as Sidley and Ernest are kind of like having a good laugh at like younger Lucretia pictures. Doctor, you're kind of like drawn over to this, and you notice something that kind of sparks a little bit of memory in you. That is the fishing photo in particular. Lucretia, would you have gone into like the kitchen area to like start kind of making like a meal for everybody?
Yeah, I think Lou would have done the whole thing of like make yourselves at home, like I'll get you drinks, like I'm gonna start cooking. We have a place if you wanna, there's like logs by the fire, you can start a fire, the TV, like do whatever you want. And like there's like all like the little like Airbnb sheets. So like, you know, when you go to the host's home and there's like a here's our Wi-Fi password, here's like
Yes.
so like all of that stuff, that information is out. So very easy for you to get yourselves at home.
I think the doctor, I'm walking in. I think I came in probably last behind everyone else as Ernest and Sidley kind of looking at these pictures of Lou and giggling. I think they kind of pause not too far from the entrance of the door and kind of look at the pictures one by one, then rest on the photo of Lou and their brother. For description's sake, the doctor is about 6'1", a black masked person, high top fade, kind of twisted curly hair on top, wearing a kind of baggy, like flared pants. Honestly, I think at this point it probably changed a bit. Kind of wearing flared pants, sneakers, a long yellow, blue, and like brown coat. It's honestly, I think he only pulls it off because everything else is even weirder. Most people wouldn't be able to pull it off, and he is just barely making it. And he has his hands in his pockets and has a kind of I think almost neutral expression on his face, and I think that is odd, especially now that we've been traveling together for quite a while now. But kind of has his gaze fixed on the photo of Lou and their brother. Anyway, we should get the fire going. I am freezing.
Oh yeah, okay. I got it. Everything okay? Ernie says is moving over to put the logs in the fireplace or whatever you do to make a fire. I live in California. I don't know.
Ernie, let me help you. I think you're gonna hurt yourself. We'll tag team it.
Yeah, no, everything's good. Everything's good. I just haven't been. I'm usually moving around all the time. I haven't really celebrated the holidays. It's not really, the holidays you celebrate here aren't really a thing, literally anywhere else. So I'm just a bit out of place, I guess.
Do you celebrate other cool holidays, like different ones?
Yeah, wherever the saying when in Rome, well, there's an actual planet called Rome, and they have a really big celebration. I think every 2.5 years, which I think is like next trip. I'll take you to Rome, where that saying actually originated from. I think I accidentally brought it here when I visited Rome here a few years ago, and by say a few years, I think like literal centuries ago. But yeah, I can take you to Rome, that Rome. And then I can take you to the other Rome, and you can compare notes. They're very different, I'll be entirely honest. Way less gladiator fights. Yeah. In your Rome, there's way more on the planet. Yeah, sorry. I realized I was saying Rome and didn't clarify which one. Yeah.
Our Rome. Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'm
I
scared.
do love a Venn diagram.
As the doctor starts working on a fire, Lucretia cooking up in the kitchen, I would like Sidley, Ernest, and Agnes to make awareness rolls with survival.
Good.
Okay. So to clarify, I'm rolling 1 for awareness and rolling 1 for survival, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then adding everything. Okay, well that was my awareness, which is so high.
You roll 2d6 and then add your awareness number, and you add your survival number
Awesome.
Yes.
to it. Yeah.
What's a good roll again?
You want to roll high, right?
You want to
but
roll high.
Okay, yeah. I don't have context. I forgot. Is it like above 10? Is that what we're looking for, kind of?
I think it's varying DCs.
It's varying on this one. It's gonna be like a sliding scale of what.
Okay, cool. I just got excited. 'cause I
Please
rolled
don't
good,
burn down
so.
my house.
Ernie's trying really hard not to burn down the house. He's like sweating. It's
Right.
like 60 degrees in this house, and he's sweating.
Sida is just kind of standing over him at an angle, making sure he doesn't actually set anything on fire, and will kind of duck in to open the flue before the fire is actually created.
I keep like burning my fingers on the matches.
Oh, no.
You said scrunkly.
What did
I think
anyone roll?
15.
A 16.
Ooh, we're all
All right,
gamers.
who said 16?
Me. Agnes is a
Okay.
lot of knowledge. She.
Okay. Good. And then I heard a 15. Who would that come from?
15.
Thank you. Sidley?
14.
14.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Okay.
We're all extremely competent.
Everybody's doing very, very competently. Sidley, for you, it's just the doctor is doing a pretty good job with this fire. But you save a couple of like literal books from becoming kindling. You're just like, nope. That like like the intervention, you're being very very watchful eye, and the fire does start to become very, very sufficient to keep this place warm. Ernest, you don't know about fires. You start looking out the window again, and you just outside there are like, porch lights and street lights out on the lawn, and you swear you see like just like a like in the grass, like right outside the window, like just a couple of little tiny bones, teeny tiny.
Ernie, is he right outside the window, right?
Right outside the window.
Okay. I'm gonna run out to the front real quick. And Ernie's gonna take
Okay.
like a little, like from his like satchel, his man satchel that he has on him. Take one of his like little Ziploc baggies and put the bones in. He wants to see the bones.
Okay. Perfect. And Agnes, as you are like sneaking round back, you notice that a light has gone on in a very interesting place, and your head turns to just down the block. The house that no one has lived in for so long. The one mystery in this neighborhood you have never been able to crack. The lights are on, and there's people in there, like a bunch of them. And there's a fire, there's cooking.
Listen, I abort and I grab the cookies and I go to the house.
I'm like rooting in the bushes out front.
everything is-
bones.
Everything
Yeah.
is not as important as that house. I gotta know. I grab the cookies. I leave one. I leave a cookie on a napkin, but I'm taking the rest of them.
I'm glad you clarified on the napkin because I really thought it was just gonna be
No,
on the
no,
front
no,
of
no,
that.
no. On
In
a
the
napkin.
snow.
Agnes is not.
It's gonna
a
freeze to
heathen.
the
Come
napkin.
on.
And so you go over to the door, probably just moments after Ernie has like taken his collection inside. And what do you knock on the door?
Are there any bones left on the ground? Do I see any at all?
You had rolled a 16. Yes, there are still some bones on the ground. About a couple feet away from where Ernie just was.
Okay. I don't know. I'll leave it alone. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Lou's voice from the kitchen says, "Can someone let Ernie back in?"
And Ernie, hearing that, doesn't comprehend the sentence and goes, okay, and like goes to open the door.
Your Honor, I love him.
I love you so much.
Oh.
I'll go open the door.
I have a quick question. Agnes, how long have you lived in this neighborhood? Like, would you have been here long enough to when my parents still lived here? Or has this house been empty longer than you've been here?
How long has it been since let me counteract that question with how long has it been since your parents have lived there? Because I think I've like been in this neighborhood for at least 5 years.
Okay, I think the house has been empty since like early 2010s. If it's 2022 now. So like 10-ish years it's been empty.
Okay, yeah. Then I've been there for about like, I want to say like 8 years then. Because
Okay,
that means
so when you
that the
moved
house
here,
it was like the whispers of like, oh, no one's been in that house for years, and I was like, well, now I got to keep an eye on it.
Gotcha.
And so,
Okay, cool.
so that's what I've been doing.
There's like the occasional Airbnbers, but you know those are you don't know.
Yeah. They
They're
don't live
looking
there.
for like the key under the mat. They have the little code of the lockbox.
One
Yeah.
time
And
I
this-
walked by and I let them know, no, the rock is the other one. Like they just don't know how to get into the house.
Yeah.
You know?
And this does not have that energy at all. Like the person is already in the kitchen, like the fire's already going. This
No
is
one's
like
lit a fire in this place.
mm-hmm.
And no one could figure it out. They're all from West Coast, coming to New York.
And so Ernest, when you open the door, there's Agnes with a plate of cookies.
Hi!
Hi. Hi. Hello.
I have cookies, the white chocolate macadamia nut. Would you like one?
Sure.
Okay.
Ernie will grab a cookie and shout back to Lucretia. Go, Lou, your neighbor's here.
Agnes.
Nice to meet you.
Agnes.
Agnes, your neighbor Agnes is here. Nice to meet you. My name is Ernie. Come on in.
Ernie? Okay, yeah. Thank you. Walk right on in. And I instantly start looking at everything.
Hearing footsteps
Everything.
coming down the hall with Ernie, I'm gonna just kind of pop my head out. Ernie?
Yeah.
2 questions. 3 questions, actually. 2. 1, where'd you get the cookie? 2, why are you eating the cookie that came from nowhere? And 3, who's your friend?
The cookies didn't come
Agnes,
from nowhere. They came from
White chocolate
Angie.
macadamia nut. Agnes.
Mm-hmm. You would think that would give me context for what's happening right now. It doesn't. So
It's Lou's neighbor. I figured she was visiting for the holidays.
Happy holidays.
See,
And I'm
holidays.
gonna pop up with cookies, and I'm gonna offer one to you. Hi,
They're
I'm
holiday
Agnes.
cookies. Never had holiday cookies before?
And I'm looking past. There you go.
Yeah, and like I think like down the hallway you can see like Lou is wearing just like an apron to like cook whatever. Some kind of very family style meal. I don't know, not a casserole. Lou's better than that. I'll think of maybe I'm making risotto. I'm making risotto.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And Lou leaves the stuff on the stove, all these vegetables laid out or whatever. And they come down the hallway and they're just like, Hi.
Hi, I'm Agnes. You want a white chocolate chip macadamia cookie?
Lou, apparently
Uh,
this is your neighbor.
I
I
knew
thought
it. I
that
could
it was
tell
a
by your
holiday
energy that you own this place, don't you? I could tell. Just the way you walked out of that kitchen just now. It's very
It was
confident.
my parents' house, yes. And Lou will just like tentatively take a cookie,
And I'm just like,
like and holding it near their face. They're trying not to be rude, but they're also sniffing it first.
I take one of the cookies, direct eye contact the whole time, and I take a bite of it.
And Lou just like politely.
I like
It's a
how
good
Lou
cookie.
says that they are doing that politely and then makes the most terrifying face. Like, I politely take a bite.
Well, I like to imagine over the course of this entire season of adventures, there have been lots of, we're always interrupted when we go to eat. And I think it's become an
Yeah.
inside joke
True.
between all of
Very
us.
true.
And so Lou is waiting for something to go wrong as they put this food in their mouth. And I think also at this time, like Lou is looking for the doctor to see what they're doing right now.
I think at this point, after hearing the mention of cookies, the doctor, I show up and just go, cookies. Oh, perfect. And I just grab a cookie, bite into it. Hi, I'm the
The
doctor.
smile on Agnes's face when you do that is just unbound. Like,
I'm just
Yes,
excited to
hi,
see friends of Lucretia.
Where I don't really know Agnes. I don't live here full time, but Agnes, these are my friends. Sidley,
Hi.
Ernest, and the doctor.
Hi,
just the doctor? That's it?
the doctor. Or doctor.
Okay. It's just Agnes then. We'll just do with Agnes.
Pleasure to meet you. Agnes.
Hi, happy holidays. What are you guys doing here? This house has been empty for a really long time. I've kept an eye on it, not because of not only because I'm self-appointed neighborhood watch. Like I'd like to make sure everybody's safe. I like to make sure everyone knows, like, everyone in the neighborhood.
That explains the camouflage. And
Yes!
Sita
It
is in
does.
her gray work fatigues, just casually stanced up.
Thank you for noticing. Most people don't notice, which I think is meant to be the case. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate that a lot, actually. Anyways, hi. I live three doors down that way, just that way, down and across the
Oh.
street.
Well, thank you for taking the time to greet us. The
Totally.
cookies are
cookies.
incredible, honestly.
Thank you. I've been baking for a long time. That's my grandma's recipe. All right.
Oh,
No, I'm not giving it to you. Don't ask.
okay.
Anyways.
yeah. Thanks for coming over. I'm gonna go back to finishing the
That
chopping up the
fire
veggies
looks
and
so
putting them in.
nice. Do you mind if I go and sit by the fire for a little bit? I just want to hang out. It's really nice. It's people. It's new. Hi.
It's really nice over there.
Lou has turned around and like walked around to go back to the kitchen, but as Agnes is basically inviting herself to take part in this, Lou just like kind of turns around and does like a really subtle one of these, looking at Sita and the doctor and Ernest like no. And as they turn around again, they eat more of the cookie because it is good. Back turned.
I don't know that Ernie would have noticed that.
Fair.
Yeah, Ernie and the doctor in particular, what does this mean to you?
She got
I-
crumbs on her shirt.
I-
She got crumbs on her shirt.
It's so funny. I think I'm fully aware of what that means, but
Okay.
I think
Actually,
I honestly think I don't see it. I think I'm going for another cookie. So I'm too busy going for another cookie. So I'm like, yeah, of course, join us. Yeah.
Sidley,
looks-
you are Lucretia's only hope on this one, I think. I think you...
yeah. For sure.
Did you get a cookie? I don't know if you got a cookie. Did you get a cookie?
I didn't, actually. Thank you, though.
You don't have to have one, but they are really good, and they're still a little warm.
They are
Maybe I'll
really.
grab
Do you
one.
mind if I?
Sure. You know what, Arnie? You have it. In the meantime, Agnes, you can. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself? We know you live 3 doors down, and your name is Agnes, and that's really about it.
Oh, Agnes, last name Epidemia. I've been living in the neighborhood for like 7 or 8 years now. I lost track. I've been living alone for quite
Have you been the neighborhood watch the whole time?
Um, you know, the first couple of years, no one really noticed or knew anything about it. It's only in the last couple of years that I've been like, I am the neighborhood watch. You know, I'm here to keep things safe and log all the drama. Oh, there's so much drama all the time in the neighborhood.
Really?
Anyways, yeah, there's always things going on. You know, the
Seems like a
Charisse
pretty
down the
peaceful
street. Huh?
Charisse?
Charisse down the street. She's got a whole thing going on with her neighbor Lou, and I'm pretty sure Lou's dog upsets Carol across the street a lot. There's a lot of things like that that go on. You know, it's just a lot of yip, 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 yip.
Sounds like you got a full plate and takes another bite of his cookie.
I mean, it's good that the neighborhood has you to watch it, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been a good time. I'm just really trying to win everyone's hearts over. I'm trying to meet all the neighbors. Like I said, I've been keeping an eye on this house, and there's only been people looking for the key and Airbnb and stuff. And I knew they didn't live here, but I knew one day, and here we are.
Is that why
That's
you are out and about this late? We're just patrolling the streets?
Okay, can I tell you guys something that I haven't been able to tell anybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm all in.
This is the first time Siddalee has looked interested in what's happening at all.
And Agnes is like latching onto that. Like, I'm excited to tell everybody, but I specifically look at Siddalee. Okay. So there's this house across the street, okay? Her name, Shannon. It's Shannon and Bob. They've been living together, they're married, blah, 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 whatever. Bob goes, watches sports at the pub. Shannon never goes with him. That's fine. Who wants to watch sports? I don't want to watch sports. It's lame. I want nothing to do with that. I don't blame Shannon for that. But then, like a few minutes every night after he leaves, and it's just like, it's when I'm getting ready for bed and I'm just like by my window, and their window's right across the street from mine. So it's like super, it's nothing, it's not weird. But the door opens and closes, and there's no one there. Like, the door just opens on its own, like a ghost. I mean, honestly, like, I thought a ghost lived here for the longest time because there was no one ever in this house.
But here?
What? No, well, maybe. I don't know. Does a ghost live here?
We can look into that later.
Okay, we'll look into that later. Anyways, tonight, the door opened and the door closed. But this time the curtains were open. And y'all, I saw a limp arm coming out of a closet. And it looked just like Shannon's because she wears the same forest green nail polish all the time. And that was it. It was her hand. And so I went over to go like bring some cookies, see if I could get in, see if I could like check in on Shannon, and then no one answered the door. And then I was gonna walk around and sneak around back, even though I know I shouldn't, but I was gonna do it. And then the light went on over here at the house, and I saw a fire and people, and I got really excited because I've wanted to know about this house for a long time, but I'm also still curious about that. Someone interrupt me. No one lets me talk this long.
Agnes, as you are getting to like literally running out of breath, you're telling this story to everyone in the living room. And outside the door, you see the front door open. I'll give you a moment to react.
The door, the seat back there. Look, everyone look out the window right now.
Sidda immediately reaches for her holstered gun. Doesn't unclip it, but immediately reaches for her alien weapon.
You reach for it. You all turn, look over, in time to see the door close back shut.
Was that our door or a door?
The door up like across the street.
Okay.
Shannon's house.
Yeah, Shannon's house.
Thank you, Ernest.
Lou pokes their head from the kitchen, and like the smells of all the spices that Lou's using is starting to waft through the house, and they just say, "What?"
Lou, is
Ghost.
dinner at a place where you can maybe put it on pause, maybe put it in the oven, just let it stay warm?
Yeah, it needs to simmer a bunch. Hold on. And Lou disappears back into the kitchen and stirs sort of one more time and then covers it. I don't know how to make risotto. Covers it and then
I don't know.
turns
It'll be
it
fine.
on like medium low and then hangs their apron on a hook and comes back out. What's going on?
When
I
you
don't.
come out, you can see Ernie like fully like face pressed against the window, like looking at the other house.
The doctor's right beside you, face
Yeah,
pressed against
it's
the
just
window.
us two.
I don't want to
Sarah?
interrupt dinner plans, but I was telling them about the story about the weird house across the street and Shannon and Bob and how there's been some invisible movement over there and the door just opened on its own and closed on its own. And I was trying to tell them, and I don't want to interrupt dinner, but
It looks like a ghost.
exactly.
Lou looks at Sita and their faces. Oh no, not again.
Sita just kind of nods solemnly, takes her hand off of her gun now that she has calmed down, and just, I think we should probably go take a look since it's in your family neighborhood and all.
I suppose we should. And
We'll be
Lou
in
just
time for
kind of
dinner.
like lips like pressed together, turns on her heel, walks back to the kitchen, turns the stove off, and will come back out to join the rest of you.
I promise you we will
Agnes-
come back for dinner, I promise.
Agnes has literal tears in her eyes because no one has ever gone even this far to connect with her on this. Literally welling up. She's just like,
Are you okay?
I'm totally fine. I got some. It's all the spices in the air. They're so spicy. It's very spicy. Anyways, you want to go look at the house? You want to go find out the tea with me? The gossip? Let's go.
Sure, honey, let's go investigate. Let's go check out the hot bath.
Montage of all of us putting our shoes back
Oh.
on.
Yeah.
There's like the shots of
we all
us
have
all tying our
matching
colored rainbow laces.
Did you guys
Curly
plan
laces.
that? It's very cute. I like it.
Like
Yeah.
a friend thing.
Yeah, we got him on
Yeah, a
trip
couple of-
together.
Maybe
I
a couple
like
of centuries
it.
ago, was it? When we went and got
I
the...
think so.
Yeah.
Did you
Wait, did
say
we
that?
go forward or back?
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh?
Timey-wimey. It's complicated.
Agnes tallies that to ask later.
Lou is
Outside
dreading it.
of the house. Ernest, go ahead and make me another awareness and knowledge on this one.
Okay.
Is that
Oh,
just
okay.
for Ernest?
Just for
9,
Ernest on
okay.
this one.
9.
9.
Oh.
Eh. You
I don't know
Hmm.
you found some bones earlier. Those are your bones. You got them. You got them in your pocket. That's
did it.
pretty cool that you found some bones.
I just have them in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I make sure before we leave. I make sure they're still in my pocket too.
They're definitely in your pocket.
The
Absolutely.
whole key check thing, like keys,
Yeah.
wallet,
Bones.
bones. Cool.
Like a guy who's like ready to propose and he's like making sure that the ring is still there.
Oh,
And he's like, are my bones still here?
Thank goodness, my
They
bones.
are. Good.
Not this.
Good. They're still there. And you head across the street to this neighbor's house. The napkin that you left with the cookie on the front porch, cookie is gone, and the napkin is sticky and wet.
So I left that cookie here shortly before running to y'all.
Oh.
But now it's gross. They didn't even use. They left the napkin, but they left. I don't know. That's weird. Is that
Probably-
weird looking to you?
Probably not a ghost then, if it's leaving whatever that is.
Don't ghosties
Residue.
leave like ectoplasm behind or something like that?
Yeah, but I've seen ectoplasm. It's like blacker and gunkier. It's not. It's a weird texture. It's more like tar.
You've seen. We have so much to talk about. Anyways,
While this is happening, I would like to surreptitiously text my guy at unit and just quietly inquire as to whether or not we have any job openings coming up.
Ooh.
You send that text message, and I don't know if you recall, but a few now in-game months ago, there was a exhibit, so to speak, that nearly fell to pieces. Unit unfortunately has been very overwhelmed with that, so you get a very quick message back that's like yes, with a link to a application website that says top secret application.
Just like when I applied.
And is extremely encoded.
I am just gonna see that I've received that and put my phone back in my pocket, and I just want to see how we do with whatever's about to happen.
I pull some gloves out of my back pocket because I definitely always have gloves on me. You never know when you're gonna need them, and I pick up the napkin.
Okay.
Wouldn't touch that if I were.
Well, I'm not
okay.
touching it. That's why I have the gloves on. You always
Yeah,
have
let
to have
me-
gloves.
Let me give that a look, and I pull out my sonic screwdriver and I point at it and hear the whirring sound as
Yes.
as I scan it.
Where
And I'll
did you
use
get that tool? I'll tell you
Home.
for later.
yes, and I scan it and I'll see if I can figure out what exactly this thing is.
Can I get rid of this now? Can I fold it up? Can I?
Yeah. I wouldn't touch it, even through a glove, if you can
Fold it
avoid
up.
it.
Could be corrosive.
Drac, what
likely
are
not
you
corrosive,
rolling
but-
for that?
I think this would make sense for
I thought if you don't, I thought you were gonna say a specific role, but I
think I still need to roll for it.
yes.
And I think whatever you think would fit with using tech to investigate this.
Yes, I would like technology awareness, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Technology. Oh, I rolled really well. Okay. 19.
19. Yeah, this is definitely not ectoplasm. This is saliva.
Yeah.
So good news, not corrosive. So you're good.
Oh, that's
even with the
all.
gloves
Okay.
on. And as far as I can
Amazing.
tell,
Interesting,
not
doctor.
poisonous or toxic or anything like that. It is
No.
saliva.
I have a question, Doctor.
Yes.
Might be dealing with an animal or so. I have these bones. I found them.
Where did you find? We've been here half an hour.
Oh, the bones.
Is that why
Did
you
you
left?
leave them behind? I saw those next to the front door.
Well, I didn't put them there. They were already there. I just picked them up here, and I give the doctor. I hold out one of the bones for the doctor to whiz his worry stick at.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
It's a sonic screwdriver.
Sorry.
it's
I
fine.
always forget. I always forget.
And I, purely because Drac, just want to see Ernest do their thing. Because Ernest is good at bones. I'm just going to be like, yeah, give me a sec. I just need to check something. And I keep looking at the scans of whatever this saliva is. Because I just want to see Ernest do their bone
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll take a look at the bones.
Okay. Yes, please take a look at the bones. I would like ingenuity and science, please.
Mm.
No, not EJ shaking their head. Oh, no.
What?
7.
7?
7.
You got some tiny
It's the one
bones.
thing that Ernie is supposed to be good at. And I think it just really fits with his character that he's not good at it.
I think it's too cold. It's too cold outside for you to think.
And the
Yeah.
bones are too small, and he lost his reading he lost his glasses, so
Yeah.
he can't see this.
So these are small bones. This is the one thing that you do know. You can't identify them. You're not sure what they're from. But they are small enough that a creature made from bones this small would not eat a whole cookie. It would that much you would know. The creature that the bones are from is not responsible for the
It's
cookie.
not the cookie eating creature.
It's not the cookie
No,
monster.
correct.
Yeah, okay.
Not the cookie monster.
Not the cookie
Not
monster,
the cookie
no.
culprit. Okay.
Well, maybe this little guy didn't eat the cookie, but I just thought it was fun that there were bones in Lou's front yard. So, I mean, if you have time, you're reading the scanner, so maybe not.
No,
Ernie
it's
goes-
fine. No, sorry. I'll give it a check and I'll scan it. I'll just scan it, pointing at like away from EJ, away from Ernest, but scanning the bones to see if I can figure out what it is. If at any point that's something I can do. I'll
Sure.
roll
Yeah.
for it as well.
Same role, except instead of technology, add science.
Science. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Honest, I'm a tchotchke person too. I understand. Love the things you love. You know, it's a little
Thank
weird.
you.
Bones. It's a little strange, but I get it. I do.
He has
well,
a degree in
whoever
bones.
the bones belong to, they're not using them anymore.
Beautiful. That's.
I rolled a 20.
I Holy crap!
20 on
I rolled
20.
two
On
sixes.
2d6s. Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
No,
That's
plus
so
my,
cool.
if you add my skills and attributes, it ended up being
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
So, Doctor, these bones are from a very, 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 very tiny mouse. Teensy little mouse.
Can
Human
I
Earth
ask-
mouse. Human mouse. Earth
Human
mouse.
mouse. Oh, God.
Human mouse.
Earth mouse. No, nothing off Earth. Nothing off planet.
Okay. Do I? Because I think this is what I'd be probably looking for. Do I see any signs or remnants of saliva similar to that saliva on these bones?
Yes. Very trace
Okay.
amounts, but yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems like these are mouse bones, explaining the size. But whatever ate your cookie, Agnes, also is a fan of both white chocolate and mice, because there's some remnants of saliva on it as well.
Interesting.
Aw.
I wonder if they mistook the macadamia nuts for tiny little rats.
Maybe. I've never tasted rats. I don't know how similar they are to.
I don't know
macadamia.
either. I don't
They're
know
not
either.
similar.
They're not very similar.
Oh,
All of you seem to say that as if you've tasted them before.
We
or
had
you
a
just- is this-
It's not important. Puts the bones away in the pocket.
Lou just winks at you too.
Oh, wow. I mean, even the doctor's like, oh, nice.
Agnes is just sitting there staring at everybody and like kind of like nodding her head a little bit. For the first time in my life, I feel actually seen. Y'all are great.
Oh, thank
You
you.
all
You're
are-
awesome as well.
I
You
got you
are
some
all
rainbow shoelaces.
having a hilarious little time on this
All in front of
on,
this.
on this front porch. And so the door opens
Ugh.
and there she is. She's got like a very like Boston white middle-aged lady kind of look to her like that short hair, blonde haircut that's like long in the front and short in the back, and like
Oh, Shannon.
and like really thin eyebrows and everything, and she's got the forest green painted nails, and she's can I help you with something?
Oh, you're, and I like very obviously look at their nails, like I'm not even trying to hide it. I'm like, you're Shannon, right?
That's my name. Who are you?
Where? And I'll pull out
Neighborhood
my.
watch.
These are my
And-
new recruitments for Neighborhood Watch. Hey, Shannon, it's Agnes.
And I'll
Agnes,
show my psychic paper, and I guess it says neighborhood watch.
we've talked about this. She goes, Agnes, we've talked about this. This neighborhood doesn't have a neighborhood watch. The rest of us would know about it. And then she looks at this paper. And a moment, please.
Oh no.
Oh.
She goes, I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe I missed a meeting. Maybe there is a neighborhood watch now.
Agnes's eyes light up.
Still doesn't explain though why you're on my porch. It's
I can
late.
explain that.
Oh, Sidley here.
Hi, ma'am. Sidley. New to the force, as it were, but it's not my first posting. There have been a rash of, I think, maybe ding-dong ditch incidents in the neighborhood. We've had complaints from a few people in the neighborhood saying that their doors have been opening and closing very abruptly. So we just want to go around and make sure everything's all right. We thought we saw yours open and close, so we just wanted to stop in and make sure you were doing it.
Oh, yeah. I'll say we've had some issues in this neighborhood with some of our neighbors, and she's looking past you, Sidley.
My face does not break.
But as far as ringing my doorbell, in fact, the only issue I have tonight is a couple of people lollygagging on my doorstep without any sort of reasoning or explanation. But no, I'm quite peaceful. Are those bones you got there?
Yes,
Freezes.
it's his specialty. That's
While
a-
this is
It's a research project. That's his specialty. He just sort of brings them with him so he can work on the go. You know,
They're
working to pay the bills for college.
lucky
that sort of thing.
bones.
Ernie looks like he's gonna cry.
Lucky bones.
Okay.
while this is happening, since she's kind of distracted, can I see if I notice through the door that closet with the arm that was like limp out of it?
Yeah. The closet door is open. Empty. I mean,
That's
some
all. I
clothes
just
in
wanted
there.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to. Nope, don't see nothing.
Do you live here
Um,
alone or just want to make sure because we did see your door open. We want to make sure no one's hiding around the house.
No, I live here with my useless husband. You know how it is. But he's not
Ugh.
here right now. He's out watching the game. He'll be home God knows what time.
The game, yes.
That's Bob for
football.
you.
Football?
Sure.
Yes, American football. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we've taken up plenty of your time. I'm glad to see that you're all right, and we can just
Did
skedaddle.
you? No, one more thing. I realized. Did you get to enjoy a cookie by chance? Did you?
I'm actually watching my figure before the holidays, so I
keto.
haven't been indulging in any sweets. Agnes, go on and make me an awareness subterfuge roll, please.
Are you? That's so high on both of mine. Let's see. 16.
Oh.
As she's saying that, like just the tiniest little crumb like falls, like almost like no one would ever notice it but you. And it just falls like as she's talking.
Huh. No cookie, huh? Never, not even tried one chocolate macadamia nut? What? No? Not even once? Maybe within the last 5 to 10 minutes?
Is this at all related to the whole ding dong ditch?
We think it might be. We don't know if it's, some teenagers on the loose who are just trying to get the jump on Santa or what, but we just want to make
Could
sure
be.
that there's nobody hiding in the house, anything like that.
And it could be a nice ding dong ditcher that maybe leaves cookies behind. I don't know.
Sidley, can you make me a presence subterfuge roll, please?
Those are both so low for me.
No.
No.
Really? Oh gosh.
DK being the face of the party, but Sidley not.
I
Uh, can I aid myself
Yes.
and pull out my unit badge?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, that's not bad. That's 11.
Okay.
Not the best I can do, but it's close.
So
Above
you do
10?
that, and you pull out your unit badge. Correct? Like, as you are saying that. She changes her stance, looks to you, looks to the doctor, looks to Agnes, and back to you, Sidley. All right, who are you?
Exactly who I said I am, Dr. Fiddly Ware.
And you know me, I'm Agnes Epidemia.
I want to watch their expressions go, and I'm the doctor.
And she reaches behind her.
I hide behind Sidley.
And oh my
I
god.
hide behind Skiddly.
And she
I'm gonna pull out
pulls.
my Sonic. I'm gonna reach in my pocket and wait, and then once they pull whatever they're gonna pull out my Sonic.
Okay.
Agnes and I both peeking from either side behind Sid.
Lou is just like putting her hands up like this. I think standing behind the doctor, just kind of like, what is happening? Can we all calm down?
She pulls out a sort of ray gun looking thing. It is a dark
God.
and metallic green color and has like a brightly lit core to it.
I'm gonna try and disarm it just immediately
Okay.
with my Sonic, and this is like my last use of it, so we're kind of fucked if we need to use it anymore. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull out my Sonic and try and disarm it.
Go for it.
Oh no.
Shannon,
what
I
is
thought
three?
you were trouble, but this is out of this world.
What would this
Literally.
be? Would this be? Oh, what does click? I bet. What stats, attributes, and skills would this be?
Oh, so this is going to be coordination, technology.
Okay. $14.
Yeah, she pulls it out, and just as soon the Sonic's already in your hand, and it falls and hits the wall in the foyer, falls to the ground. She
Not
then
a fan of guns.
I heard that about you. And she opens her mouth, and from her human face, an enormously long tongue just flicks out and tries to whack the Sonic out of your hand.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
And this, you're gonna make a coordination athletics check for me and beat
I'm not good at running.
A
or
12.
moving.
meet or beat a 12.
15.
Nice.
The tongue like shoots out at your hand, but flick
Oh.
away just in time.
We're just here to talk, right? And I looked to Sidley.
I'm nodding.
You have. You're the doctor, and you
Yes.
have that badge. He has a pile of bones, and
They're just from mice. They're just from mice.
And the big tongue just came out of your face. We've all got things we're dealing with.
And I've got cookies. It's fine.
Very good.
oh no,
cookies.
the cookie.
And I
Was
used
there
to
something
live
in it?
there. I point to my house.
And I have risotto on the stove.
I was trying to cook.
Oh no, the cookie. Was there something in it? What have you done?
They're
What?
just cookies. They're
No,
cookies.
I just wanted to make a cookie for you. I mean, cookies. I was gonna bring you the whole plate of cookies, but then you didn't answer your door. But I was really just trying to find out what was going on in there because I thought I saw. No, what? I shouldn't. Never mind.
Listen, I do work for UNIT. I have for quite a long time. My job is specifically to liaise with all kinds of people and creatures and things, learn their language, learn their customs, and build a database so that when we do run into you on the fly like this, nobody has to pull out a gun.
Well, I just didn't think anyone would find me here, and, well, I'm not supposed to be here. So I figured you were here to arrest me. Are you here to arrest me? Because,
I'm not really a fan of the police.
No, not especially.
I mean, did you kill Shannon? Are you the real Shannon that I've known the whole time,
That's
or
actually
are
a good
you?
question. Can we come inside? It's very cold.
oh,
I love going
Right,
into
sorry.
people's homes. I would love
It-
to go in.
is freezing out here. Yes, come on in. You come on inside. The
Agnes
house
goes
is
in first.
hot in here, Lucretia. It is hot. Like, it is a summer
What
day
is your
inside.
heating bill?
It's high, but, you know,
Warm.
it works out. I mean, my husband doesn't care for it, but he does
Right.
it because he's a sap.
Is he also?
Oh no. He's human as they come. That's that's why I married him, I guess.
You haven't answered my question about whether or not you're Shannon, the Shannon that I've known. You've lived here for like 6 years. Have you always had a long tongue like that?
Since much longer than that, actually. I guess. Really, the doctor?
Yes, new face, new friends. Is your door automatic? And I'm like looking at the hinges of the door just to check, feel for anything there.
Oh, no. Agnes, you really are gonna get someone is going to actually shoot you. Because like if you keep sneaking around people's property like that, I mean, this is truthfully, that over there is would just stun you, but I worry sometimes about that. But
This would change if everybody would just pay attention to the flyers that I post about making an official neighborhood watch. I think it would fix a lot of problems, but it's, it's also why I wear the camouflage. Anyways,
Don't worry, there are places for people like me and Agnes.
disgruntled.
well, do you mind if I take this off? It's a little uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, please.
We're your guests, please.
Ernie turns around.
And we'll do the same.
And she sort of like reaches behind her head and pulls a little zipper sound occurs, and from like the Karen wig that she pulls off of her face, she strips off the Shannon suit, which comes off in one fluid little piece, and she has lizard-like scales, and a humanoid head, and some skin-tight black leather armor on. The doctor and Sidley immediately recognize that she is a Solarian, and the Shannon suit flops to the ground. She says, "Oh, actually, who knows when my husband will be home? I'll have to keep this neat for that." And she hangs it up in the closet, and you see that the hand just sort of hanging out is exactly as you would have seen it earlier, Agnes.
You are absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
It's good.
That's a
You're,
good thing.
if I may, you're Solarian, right?
I am. Although I don't know I haven't really been a part of the Solarians for quite some time. I left a long time ago, and I've been here. Well, I just think humans are, if I may be honest, fascinating.
I agree.
And she like reaches into the same closet where she has stashed the Shannon suit and pulls out a big, thick notebook with tons of little marks coming out of it and bookmarks of all different colors, tabs sticking out on different pages. And she like drops it on a coffee table with a thud and flips it open. It says, "So I've been here, studying."
That is fantastic. That you must have been at it for quite a while.
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, this is what, year 8 or 9, something like that.
Oh,
For the I was just saying, for the first time in her life, Agnes is quiet.
I was gonna say the doctor like turns to like face Agnes, noticing that there isn't anything coming from them. You okay?
The fingers, they just hang from the cloth. That's what.
Oh, oh yes. Sorry, it's Slitheen technology actually, and it's one of the only smart things they've ever been responsible for. But it does work quite well for the particular need that I have.
And Agnes starts to catch up a little bit, and then sees the book. Wait a minute! You keep tabs just like I do. You've been judging me this whole time from a distance and from all angles, and you're doing the same exact thing that I'm doing. You've got tabs over here. And I sit down and I'm going to start looking through it.
You could have. What if you alerted the people? They don't react well when they find out things like this.
So yeah, but that's why you got to know it all. And then sometimes you got to share it. Not always, but sometimes. But you do the same stuff that I do. My book is a little bit thicker than yours, but it's not a competition. It's kind of a competition.
Are we comparing spine size right now?
No. Maybe. What does that have to be? I'll tally that for later.
I meant the spine of the book. Not your spine.
Oh. Oh, well, I don't know. There's a lizard in here. Is that mean? Should I not call you that?
The term you
well,
want
it's
is
the close. It's Silurian, but I understand. To your limited human knowledge, lizard is the closest thing that you could identify me as, and I do not fault you for that particular human flaw.
Speaking of, what is your name? I'm assuming Shannon is the moniker you took on?
I like Shannon.
Shannon it is then. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you properly, Shannon.
I think it's a pleasure to meet you, as long as you're not going to take me anywhere.
I would be loath to prevent you from doing more of your research.
Unless you've done something wrong, is there a reason we would want to take you away from here? You seem to be living fine here.
Oh, yeah.
From what I can tell.
She looks over at Lucretia like, "You said this is your neighborhood, though. Any complaints from you?"
I don't live here year round.
I did
Agnes
catch that.
Lou this entire time has kind of been like at the back of the group and has kind of just been like watching, like in shock. I think like even though we've been on so many adventures, I think the things that Lou has seen continues to shock and maybe even amaze her. And kind of like snapped back to the present, Lucretia just says, yeah, house 49. I grew up there long time ago.
Oh, yeah, it's been empty a while. I actually almost took that one when I came in to start studying, but I thought it would be particularly interesting to study the human pair bonding ritual. So I moved in here.
You
So-
mean intimacy?
And marriage in general. It's a whole
see.
thing. There are dinner parties and fighting and it's
Does
just
your
very
husband
fascinating.
know about you?
No. No.
Ah. So he's Lou's about to say something and they stop themselves.
But I mean, I do actually like him, and we do actually. It was for science at first, but I am a fan, believe it or not.
I do believe you should be a fan of your significant other or others.
But he goes to the game every night, Agnes, and I don't want him to know because it is very much he goes out with the boys and they watch the game together. It's some sort of ritual.
You're
So
not missing anything, honestly.
I don't like to interrupt the ritual, but I do go and watch. And so and she sort of like there's like a humming sound that occurs, and she sort of takes on a like shimmer that where she looks almost invisible for a moment. You can like
That
sort of
explains the
see
doors.
just the outline of her, and then she comes back into full color and she says, I just go and I sort of observe and
Take notes.
That
Goodness.
was really cool. Can you teach that to me? Is that like something you can? That's like
that's-
real camouflage. That's like the good.
I could not teach you that as much as you could never teach me to grow hair.
Oh,
It's
well, you know,
pure biology.
it was worth a shot.
But speaking of, he will be back soon, and I need to get dressed.
Yeah. Before you do, won't hold you for too much longer. Why were you worried that we were going to arrest you? Are people after you? Is this a thing that you're not meant to be doing? Even if it is, I don't intend on stopping you. I'm always a fan of research. I think learning about other aliens and species is always fun. But is that a thing you're worried about?
A little bit. I definitely didn't let anyone know about this research project. It was not approved by the Silurians.
In there.
So I did it anyway. And the Silurians have some mixed opinions on you, Doctor. So I wasn't sure which version I would meet. So my apologies for presuming.
No. With the history I think it's very fair to assume. But new face, new me. Soon to be new year. So
That's right. Yeah,
Shannon, do you have a cell phone?
I do. A human one.
May I see it?
She hands it over. It's new smartphone.
I am going to program in my phone number just under Dr. Ware and hand it back to her and say, if you ever get into any trouble, that's my personal number. It's encoded, everything. You won't bring unit down upon you or anything, but you need a hand.
Thanks. Thank
Lou
you.
steps to the side, like out from sort of behind the doctor, and these words sound very strange coming out of Lou's mouth, but she says, would you and your husband like to come over for dinner?
Well, I mean, he's always snacking when he comes home from the pub. So I will assume and say yes. And me? Will there be more of those cookies, Agnes?
Oh, I was just about to ask. You did eat the cookie. I saw the crumb. Did
I
you
did.
like it?
I ate the cookie. It was delicious. It was very
Yes.
hard not to admit that I ate the cookie. Yes, I would love that. You just have to
There
give
are
me a
several
moment to
more.
get ready, and when he comes back, we'll come over.
I would like to not be a part of the skin part again, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna.
If,
I'll
if,
go- I'll
that,
go
if
with
that's
you, I'll
all
go with
right,
you.
I just give you.
Oh, it's fine. It's very normally a private practice. I just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We can leave you to it.
Yeah.
I need to go finish cooking.
Already
Risotto.
walking
I'm
out.
very excited. Okay.
You head back over to Lucretia's house. Lucretia, the food has not cooled down that much. You're able to kind of
Yeah.
pick back up, turn the oven back on, the stove back on, and it comes back to a simmer pretty quickly. The fire is still going. The place has even warmed up now. Not as hot as Agnes's, as Shannon's house, but is nice and toasty and warm and cozy. The over the course of the night, as dinner gets made, about half an hour or so later is when Shannon would show up. But before that, what would everybody do in taking part in preparing this dinner or preparing for guests to arrive?
I think I'd like to set the table.
Table.
Okay, we got Sidley and Ernest setting the table.
Yeah, there's like in the like fancy dining room, because in these like colonial style homes there's like the dining room proper that is really fancy that you never use unless you're having a dinner party.
Yes.
And then you have like the normal family dinner room where people eat dinner all the time. So in the room that has the fancy dining table, there's like cabinets that have all the really nice silverware and the really nice, like, probably Lou's parents were super into like the hand thrown ceramic plates and bowls. So we've got like a bunch of those in pretty colors, and a table, like lots of table runners. Like Lou just shows y'all where everything is and lets y'all pick whatever you want.
So as the two of you set the table, Doctor, what would you like to do?
I think at first I'm trying to help Lou with any more cooking, but
I think like I'm making the risotto, and knowing that there's going to be more people, like I throw on more, like I just add like an extra 30% to the portion. And then I'm also cooking salmon. So it's going to be like salmon on the risotto, and then sides of vegetable, other fun.
The doctor, as I think is like well known, he has a very weird sense of taste. So I think there are many occasions where he grabs like a spice that definitely doesn't go with anything, and he like sniffs it and like puts some on his tongue. Goes, "You think this would be good for it?" And it's like just some spice that should not
like
go
cinnamon.
on salmon. Or
Yeah, that's cinnamon. You don't want to put that
No?
in there.
No.
No.
He's like puts some on his hand, licks it. Okay, puts it back up.
And that's nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
And
That sounds
this
like he
one's
would
sugar.
lick
You
it.
might like the sugar.
This?
You know what
Okay.
sugar is.
Yes,
right?
no, I know.
Yeah.
I know what sugar is.
Yeah.
I'm just not really, don't really cook, and it's gonna just just be helping out. Probably being more of a hindrance than a help in the kitchen.
I think Lou is just like
steps.
weaving around you like
Yeah.
the whole time, just like
There's like a
doing all
point
the
where he's
work.
kind of looking in the fridge and like, I don't know, if there's custard or fish sticks, kind of stares at it and goes, nah, maybe not for this one.
Agnes, before going back to the house, I tell everyone, I'm gonna run back to my house. I had some more cookies that I had made. I'm just gonna go run and grab them real quick. And she runs into her house. Sorry. In her pantry, She just has a bunch of store-bought white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. And she plates them, microwaves them, and brings them home.
I knew it.
I brought more cookies, and I'm gonna put them on the table, and then I'm gonna prop my feet up by the fire.
Excellent.
You cooked those so fast.
Wow, these are
They
still
were
warm.
they were already ready. I just popped them in the oven for a quick 5 minutes. It was good. It's don't even worry. Grandma's recipe, like I said. Grandma, she was a real honest one, you know?
It's delicious. Eats another one.
Yeah, it's great, honestly.
Thank you.
And I was gonna like, you seem to be taking the whole alien thing way better than most people. And I kind of like jokingly look over at Ernest and keep eating as.
Lou is just
notice.
hiding.
I'm enjoying my cookie.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. Honestly, it's great. It's very refreshing. But I'm usually
Honestly-
used to the whole terrified screams and fear kind of thing, and then explanation and acceptance.
Throwing up,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. There's been a lot of weird stuff in the neighborhood over the years. Honestly, just through the lifetime, there's just there's weird things in the world, and we've seen some stuff. There's been some stuff coming in from the sky.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
There's
Come
no
on, guys.
way we could be alone. There's no way we could be alone, and it's rude to react in the way that could offend somebody. I didn't want to offend Shannon, but my God, she took off her skin.
I'll be
I did
honest,
my
when
best.
she started removing it, I was worried we were going to be working with Celine, and they're a lot harder to deal with. But I'm honestly very glad that that wasn't the case.
I heard that word, and I have no idea what that means. But all I know is that there's that there's
You got it.
Solarian.
Solarians. There was. Anyways.
Oh, by the way, I'm also an alien, and I'll reach out a hand. Well, technically, the Solarian isn't really an alien because they were really here before even all of you were, so not really. But I guess I'm technically the first alien you've met. Maybe you probably actually met others. But hi.
I shake. I'm gonna shake your hand. Hello. It's nice to meet you. I'm still honestly the most off-putting thing is that you just go by the doctor. I don't know
Yeah.
why it's so unsettling because it's like Doctor what? What are you Doctor what? Doctor when? Doctor where? Doctor who? Like
I like point out when I do say that.
It's pronounced how.
oh wait, Doctor, and
Well,
you're
Doctor Win, Doctor Where, and you said Doctor Who, but it's actually Doctor How.
Doctor Hat.
But it's okay.
Wait, the Lulu was a doctor? Wait, so
We're all doctors.
We're all doctors.
I'm just the doctor.
We met in undergrad at Duke.
okay. I feel
I
left
crash landed in the
out.
reunion.
Like, I should have gone and gotten my doctorate and followed through on that. That's
I
fine
mean, it's
though.
never too late.
Never too late. I went back and got my second degree.
Nicely done. Anyways, yeah, just aliens and whatever, and honestly, it's just more gossip to add to the book if we're talking about it because now there's a neighborhood and then there's a sky neighborhood. I don't know. There's more to know. I know. You know.
I know.
I know.
See,
The-
You get it.
There is a knock at the door. It is Shannon and her husband. What did you call him, Agnes?
Was it
Bob.
Bob?
His husband
It was
Bob.
Bob.
Bob. Yeah,
honestly,
Shannon and Bob.
Can Agnes be honest? I actually don't know if his name is Bob. I've never introduced myself to him. I just call him Bob.
His name is Bob. His name is
I
absolutely
knew
Bob.
it.
Bobbert.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he looks like Bob. And the two of them come in. Bob looks a little tipsy, very confused. But Shannon insists and they sit down for dinner. He takes a while to warm up, but he has a nice time, recounts the happenings of the game that he just watched. And is frankly just excited that Shannon seems to have some friends. It seems like they seem like a very happy little couple together. Since we're coming up on our usual end time, but the dinner party goes and commences. As the night goes on, dinner, dessert, drinks if you want them, whatever is going on around the house, or any other conversations that you have to kind of end the year of travel that you've had with the doctor. Does anybody want to do anything in particular?
I would like to pull Agnes aside, sort of while we're setting up for dessert.
What? Do you want to talk to me?
Yeah. Hey, do you have a second?
I've got all the seconds in the world. Apparently in the universe, according to dinner conversation.
So, right, about that whole neighborhood watch and sky watch, do you want to do that, like, legitimately with, like, a cool badge and funding and...
Like, I do it legitimately, kind of. What? Wait, huh?
I'm asking if you want a job.
A job
You could
being
you could stay here if you wanted.
And I get to...
Yeah,
and
you'd get a badge, you'd be official as hell.
And I could just, like... And I could write, like, notes, and people are gonna read them?
You'd have access to my database.
Like, people will
just-
want to read my notes. They'll want to actually know what I want, what I know. And they're
Exactly.
gonna and they're gonna pay me for it?
Yeah, through the nose, it's ridiculous. I just asked, keep an
Just
eye on
like
Shannon and her husband.
Single teardrop just kind of goes down Agnes's face. I can't say yes fast enough. Even though I said it really slow, because I asked you a lot of questions before saying yes. But yes,
Questions are important.
that's right.
Yeah, I already checked. We've got plenty of openings, so we'll see about getting you set up with something here.
Oh my god, and maybe Shannon will want to sit and have tea over it. Maybe we could talk together and she could start helping me take notes.
Yep.
I
we could talk
swear,
to you about work.
Shannon and I are gonna be friends. I can feel it. I'm gonna make it happen. By the end of the night, I swear it.
All right, it's a deal.
Holy wow. Okay. Can I tell you a secret? Now I feel like I gotta share something with you. Those aren't I don't know. I didn't make the cookies. They don't
Listen, nobody knows.
nobody knows.
They're warm. Nobody knows.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just had to. I feel like you understand me.
Listen, putting them in the oven was a great idea. Nobody will ever know.
Okay. Okay, then yeah. Whew. Wow, this has been a life-changing. Oh my god. Can wait. Will they send an official letter out to everybody in the neighborhood to let them know that I'm official in Neighborhood Watch?
If they don't, I will.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready for the rest of the evening. Hi.
All right, let's go get some drinks and sit down with everybody else.
Pep in my step, you know?
I think
Incredible.
a few hours later, I imagine, while we're cleaning up, the doctor and I assume Lucretia would be cleaning up the table, and I think I'll take some of the dishes to the sink and start washing them up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think hearing and seeing Lou moving about the kitchen as well, they kind of pause for a moment and... Are you okay?
I'm fine. This house hasn't felt this alive in a long time.
Yeah, and I kind of like just pat the counter, and just say, yeah, it feels like it missed this.
I think so. And I think like now that like this thing that I think has been overshadowing Lou ever since they stepped foot back in their house for the first time in a while, I think Lou's eyes begin to well up with just a couple straight tears.
I think the whole time he doesn't turn around to face you. He's still looking probably like out the window, in front of the sink with a dirty mug in his hand mid-wash, and
The coffee,
yeah.
after
Oh.
dinner coffee.
And he kind of sets it down and leans forwards against the sink. I know this doesn't fix anything. It doesn't change anything, but I am sorry about your brother.
I know. I it. Miss him a lot, and I don't think a day goes by that I don't think about him, and he's the reason why I decided to go back to school to be a trauma surgeon, so that I could learn and know how to help if I ever found myself in that situation again, because the truth of the matter is I wasn't able to save him. I don't know even if I was a doctor back then, if I would have been able to save him, but it's in the past now. And, I mean, look at this. And Lou gestures just generally in the direction of the living room where I assume everyone else is. We've probably got the TV on and whatever.
I'm trying to
Playing
throw
Yahtzee.
popcorn in Ernie's mouth.
Yahtzee!
Agnes has Shannon in full conversation. Like, full conversation. Both of their feet are up by the fire. It's great.
Yeah, like the world's oldest printed set of Monopolies, like the old printed versions, and Lou says, I mean, look at all this. It's like family. And I haven't felt this kind of companionship and love in a while. I might have even lost myself in work, tried to ignore all of this, but and Lou will turn and specifically look you in the eyes, because I think this whole time Lou's been looking elsewhere. In traveling with you, Doctor, I have seen how much you care. How much you wish to do no harm. Which is the oath that I took all those years ago. And I think we have a lot more in common than I originally thought. So, Vincent was my best friend, but in his memory, I have been able to do so much more. So thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if you or any of you realize how much all of you have helped me in my journey as well. And that's not including quite literally saving my life after my admittedly worst landing of my TARDIS yet. That oath to do no harm. It came about by accident at first, honestly. The word doctor, and I don't mean this in the normal fun fact way like Rome, but came from what people expected of me and then bled into your language.
A fixer, a healer. Yeah.
And painfully, I fall short of it often. And I think meeting you was a painful reminder of that fact. But I guess that's why I have a tendency of surrounding myself with people who can do better than me. To do what I can't do.
I don't think any of us could ever, even if given your lifetime, be ever as incredible as you.
I think he looks away and clenches his jaw a little bit. I assure you, even in your short lifespans, you've done a lot more than I could have, a lot better than I have. So while you say that I have helped you, I promise you, you've all helped me 100-fold.
Lou kind of like sets her shoulders back and just gives you a very like deft nod. And they turn back to, I think they were just putting the rest of the risotto away into a Tupperware. And they say, I've enjoyed every moment of this. I am not the same person I was before, certainly not. And Lou trying to like their tone of voice change back to their sort of normal, almost no nonsense kind of demeanor, and they are busying themselves putting the food away.
And I think the doctor just smiles and gets back to washing this coffee mug and just goes, I think I found a good fam. No, I don't think that's right for this one. No. I want to workshop that.
We can.
And then goes back.
We can work on that.
Yeah, I said it and it didn't feel right. I'll keep workshopping on our name. And it goes back to cleaning the mug.
Shannon.
Lou? Oh shit. Lou, where's the vacuum?
What did
back
you
into
do?
the living room. You'll see like a pile of popcorn around where Ernie was sitting.
Me and Bob are next to each other, both poised to keep throwing popcorn.
Lou!
Lou like walks into the doorway and just like kind of looks at the ground, looks up at you, looks at Sita, looks at everyone else in this room, and just one moment. And Lou just like walks through the room, and I think like they accidentally crunch on some of the popcorn as they do so, not the rug, and they go to get a vacuum, and they're just like chuckling softly to themselves.
Even later on in the night, as it's been past coffee and cocktails and into like sort of the end of the night where everybody is really getting tired and cozy and sleepy, the fire is burning down to some embers, and Shannon will come and take a seat on a chair next to Ernest and will whisper in and say, sorry to freak you out with the bones. They're just, I like a mouse every once in a while.
I thought that's what it was, but then I couldn't really tell. I didn't have my glasses on me. Okay, Yeah, I'm not freaked out. If you have any extra bones, not that I'm asking for you to eat more mice. I didn't. We're cool.
We're good. Okay. I just didn't want to accidentally send you on a wild goose chase or a wild mouse chase in this instance. It's just me snacking. No one comes to this house, so I figured this lawn was an okay
Leave the
place to
bones.
leave bones. Yeah, maybe I should have thought that through. Sorry.
It was fun. It was fun.
Okay.
It's a good thing that I found them, I think.
Yeah, you seem
I'm
to
the
like
bone guy.
bones more than most humans, according to my notes. But that was fine. Anyway, it's been a lovely night. And she turns, looks over at her husband Bob, who is in a recliner chair, asleep, like snoring. And she turns her head to see that there is one last cookie up on the table. And from where she is without moving, she flicks her tongue out to snatch it back into her mouth. Lightly dabs her mouth politely with a napkin. And the camera pans out of this lovely homey interaction to the snow outside that is gathering, covering up the bones, as we pan further away down the block to the alley behind a few houses where the TARDIS is lightly humming. Inside the TARDIS, we see that the television screen is showing a picturesque view of this living room scene with all of you in it and cozy and warm and having your time as the TARDIS gently hums. And then the screen clicks off, buzzes back on, and we hear, "Doctor? Hello, doctor?" And that is where we will end the Doctor Who Christmas special.
Oh my gosh.
Happy
So
holidays.
Sweet, so sweet and loving.
The
And
vibes.
then-
Immaculate. Beautiful
And
vibes.
then
And I have been so overjoyed to have gotten to come back and run this holiday special of Doctor Who with the most amazing people in the world, it seems. I could not be more blessed. I am Dylan, or Super Dylan, everywhere on the internet. You can find me at Super Dylan literally everywhere. Please, I would love Jay to take it this time, and we'll popcorn a different way.
Oh, me first. Okay. Hi, everyone.
I'm sorry.
I am Jay, or Nala. I am on the internet at NalaWoo and at Nala Draws if you want to see my art, or if you're on any other social media that is not Twitter. My username there will be Nala Draws. That includes TikTok and Hive if that ever comes back, and all the other places. You know, this was incredible. Thank you so much for having us back, May. Shout out to our producer, May.
Yeah.
But yes, me. What do? I am a freelance illustrator and art director working full time in tabletop RPGs. I have a lot of really exciting projects coming up that I can't quite talk about, but you should just follow me on the interwebs to figure out where all that is. Besides art, I'm also a voice actor, sensitivity reader, and cultural consultant, CTRPG content creator, and actual play stream performer. I am on a show called Itaewon by Night, which streams Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is an all-Asian cast playing Vampire the Masquerade set in Seoul, South Korea. It is unlike any Vampire the Masquerade you have ever seen before. We stream Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on Going Critical TTRPG. I'm on like so many other cool things. Like I'm on a show with DK, which is really, really cool as well. Divine Intervention. I'm sure DK will talk about that one. But yes, that is me. And actually, speaking of DK, I'll throw it to you.
Hey, hello, that is still me. I am indeed DK, and I was Cicely Ware, who I love with my whole heart. Thank you so much to Dylan and May for having us back, and Drac for organizing this, and Kat for being with us for our holiday special. You can find me at AbbaDarlings on Twitter or at ExquisiteCTTRPG. I am the founder, creative director, blah, 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 of Exquisite Corpse Presents. As Jay mentioned, you can catch me and Jay and Drac there every other Monday night for Divine Intervention Side B, which is a group of strange bedfellows all hanging out together for reasons that may or may not become clear later. We also have some fun stuff that is coming up in 2023 right at the top of the year. We have some special Exandria Unlimited-esque things in the works that we'll be doing on a seasonal basis. All kinds of fun stuff, so look for announcements for that. And yeah, I'm just so happy that I got to be here for this. And I'm gonna give it to EJ.
Hi everyone, I'm EJ. I'm That's One Big Gag on, like, I guess Twitch, I suppose. But several big gags on Twitter. Check me out there. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to have played my little big scrunkly boy, Ernest, Ernie.
I think the term you're looking for is poor meow meow. I think that fits Ernest better.
Poor meow meow? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I really do think that
alternative.
fits.
I'll go with
Yeah.
that one. Okay, my poor meow meow boy. I hope my pronunciation is correct. Dr. Ernest Howe, the 30-year-old man. My poor meow meow.
No, but those are the most meow meow characters are
Yeah.
an
so
adult
good.
man.
Yeah. He's just a little big guy. He's just a little big guy. It's
He just
fine.
really loves bones.
Yeah,
He's a bone guy.
You know?
So yeah, thank you all so much for the opportunity to play this. I love the Doctor Who vibes. I love getting to meet other super nerds that love the show as well, or just the
Nerd.
universe in general. Nerd.
Nerds.
As to where else you can find me, every other Sunday night I am on the Monty Hall playing a game with just a bunch of goofy goobers. It's a very, very chill D&D 5e game. We're playing goofy goobers. Also at the top of the year, I'm going to be back on Stella Luna's channel every Friday playing Unbound. We're coming back.
So
I'm very
excited.
excited about that. I'm so excited. But yeah, check me out there. I think that's all I'm supposed to say. I will throw it to who hasn't gone.
Me.
Rock hasn't
And
gone.
I love
Hi.
it.
Anyone
Throw it to
guess?
Drac.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Drac or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I'm a TTRPG performer, writer, producer, anything and everything TTRPG related. I'm gonna be doing or trying to do. Just to name some of the things I'm in at the moment. Every other Monday, like a thing called J Lou, like Jay and DK said, I'm over on Exquisite Corpse Presents in a campaign called Divine Intervention, where we all play gods or god adjacent beings, and there's a lot of politics and eating gods. I've
Intrigue.
eaten a good few amount of gods. A lot of intrigue, yes.
Hell
We're playing
yeah.
8D chess.
Yeah. I play Kronos, the god of the primordial spirit of time. So, I guess I have the time thing going on. That's my whole thing now. And that's on Mondays. On Saturdays, every Saturday for the next 6-7 weeks, I'm over on Vanna's channel at 3 p.m. Eastern in another campaign called Higher Education, which is a Strixhaven D&D campaign. We're all in university studying in our last year, trying to finish our thesis, but also preparing for the possible ascension to godhood. So there's a whole lot of things we're juggling. The most recent episode has really knocked everything into the how to get away with murder kind of vibes. So if you're interested in that kind of show,
Ooh.
check it out, because things have gotten intense. But yeah, and I play Barigash, a Gorgon inventor, which has been a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm the co-founder and event organizer of Friends Roll Dice, which is a TTRPG Twitch channel. And we have a lot of interesting shows coming up, so I'd keep an eye out. We've got some cool shows in the works, and I've got cool projects in the works, so just follow me on Twitter, honestly. It's going to be all there at some point. And now for special guest, Kat, plug everything you do.
Wow, this was so much freaking fun. Thank you everyone for having me here. This was my first ever TTRPG stream recording thing, and I'm here.
No
That's so
way!
cool.
You're
I
kidding. You did so good. What the heck?
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
I've just recently, over the last year, gotten into TTRPGs. Only recently played D&D for the first time. But you can, you can find me. My full name, Katrina Alicia, Katrina Alysha. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, all those things. Yeah, I am an actor. I'm a voice actor. I am looking to be more involved in the TTRPG and board game community and start doing all those things. I also run a very nerdy YouTube channel with a good friend of mine. Her name is Paula Deming, and our channel is called Gallifrey Gals. And we watch and react to very nerdy things. As you can tell, Doctor Who is one of them. But Doctor Who, Star Trek The Next Generation, we're watching Steven Universe right now, we're Rick and Morty, Marvel stuff with my other friend, like just so many things over there. So yeah, you can find us on YouTube, find us on Patreon, and I think that's all the things.
That is all the things. Thank you so much for watching our little holiday special. Thank you so much for May for producing and for putting this together.
Thank
and,
you, May.
And maybe we shall see you again. You all take good care.
Bye.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.